Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome back. My name is Doris, and you're watching My Savage Homestead. Well, we're going to go ahead and take care of the animals this morning. We're going to have a beautiful 50-degree day, so I don't need to go out and take care of my fall garden because we don't have a freeze coming for another week, so I don't need to cover up anything out there. But I do have over 57 animals that are hungry this morning. They want food. So I'm going to go ahead and concentrate on them, and then I'm going to do visual inspections on them, which I usually do about every week to make sure that they're doing fine. And then I think today I'm going to make some candy, some holiday candy. So come along with me during my feedings, and then I'm going to take you step by step on how to make 2 holiday candies that are less than 10 minutes each to make. So let's go ahead and get started. Follow along. Well, hello everyone, back inside. I think today I'm going to do 2 candies for Christmas. One is going to be a cranberry walnut white chocolate crunch, and the other one's going to be what they call a chocolate pizza. I've been making chocolate pizza for 30 years, and this was one of my kids' favorite. My daughter loved to be in the kitchen with me making this, so it's very, very simple recipe, very fast. And you're going to need 24 ounces of chocolate chips. You're going to need 2 cups of marshmallows. You're going to need 1 cup of Rice Krispies, 1 cup of unsalted nuts. You're going to need 6 ounces of red maraschino cherries. You're going to need 1/3 cup of shredded coconut. And then it's all going to go together. Spread it out on a pan, and they call it a chocolate pizza because when it spreads out in a circle. So, chocolate pizza. So let's go ahead and get started on this. This is going to be very quick on making this one, and then we'll go on to the next one, the white chocolate one. So I'm going to show you what you need. Okay, now I got everything organized for myself. So I need for you to put your chocolate chips in a microwave bowl. And then you need to prepare your side ingredients. Your peanuts, your marshmallows, your Rice Krispies, your coconut. You have those ready because once you melt the chocolate, these are going to go in really quickly, and you don't want your chocolate to start hardening before you get these other ingredients in. So go ahead and get your stuff prepped, ready to go. And then once you have all of your ingredients to the amount you need sitting on the side, you're going to put your chocolate chips in the bowl. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Okay, so you're going to need 24 ounces of chocolate in the bowl. And mine are white because I keep mine in the freezer. The little white film on it does nothing to your chocolate. You're going to need 2 cups of marshmallows. You're going to need 1 cup of Rice Krispies cereal. You're going to need a cup of peanuts. And you're going to need 6 ounces of maraschino cherries. And then 1/4 cup of shredded coconut. Now on your cherries, they need to be halved. So you can just stick your scissors in there and just start cutting them in half. You don't have to put them on a board and do that. Just get in there and just clip on them. Save you some time, save you some cleanup. Just go ahead with your scissors, stick it in there, and just start cutting up your cherries. Okay. Alright, now that you've got your stuff prepared and put on the side, what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of wax paper and we're just going to spray it with some Pam. And then we're going to go ahead and get our chocolate chips in the microwave. Let's go ahead and do that right now. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to take our chocolate chips. We're going to put it in our microwave. Make sure you have a spatula. And you're going to put it on high for 2 minutes. Okay. Now that your 2 minutes is up, you're going to pull it out. My bowl is hot. And you're going to give it a stir. You're going to give your chocolate a stir. And you're going to pop it back in for another 2 minutes. My bowl is hot. I'm guessing this one's not a microwave bowl. Put it back in. 2 more minutes. We're going to stir the chocolate. Now at this point, your chocolate should be very creamy. Look how creamy that is. Just stir it up. Okay. Now you're going to add in your 2 cups of marshmallows, your 1 cup of peanuts, your 1 cup of Rice Krispies. You're going to stir that in. Now you're going to take this and you're going to spread it out on your sheet of wax paper that's been sprayed. And you're going to dump this onto the sheet. spread it out. Now that you got it spread out, you're going to sprinkle your coconut on it. And then here comes your cherries that you cut up into little pieces. You don't want the juice of the cherries, you just want the cherries. Just put that all over your pizza. You're just going to lightly push it in so that it adheres to the chocolate, the coconut, and the cherries. Make sure that gets evenly dispersed through there. Even distribution. And you're going to let that sit and cool and harden. So there's your first one, your chocolate pizza. Okay. It only took us what? 5 minutes to do the chocolate pizza. So now we're going to do a white chocolate cranberry pecan cluster, but I don't have any pecans, so I'm going to use walnuts on mine. And if you don't like walnuts and you don't like pecans, you can use cashews, you can use macadamia nuts. It's whatever nuts you want to use. But right now I have several walnuts because I use a lot of my pecans for Thanksgiving. So we're going to go ahead and do the walnuts. You're going to need 1 cup of chopped up walnuts. You're going to need vanilla extract, which is going to be about a teaspoon. You're going to need a cup of dried cranberries. And you're going to need 12 ounces of white chocolate. And then in the very end, this is optional for you, you can do a little sprinkle of sea salt. So you can do your sweet and your salty. So let's go ahead and get started on this one. And this one's about the same thing. It's very, very quick. If you got somewhere that you need to go and you forgot to make a dessert, hunt through your pantry real quick. You can make a chocolate pizza in 5 minutes, and then you can make these not peanut butter clusters, but the white chocolate cranberry clusters in 5 minutes as well. So let me go ahead and get started on this one. So follow along. Very easy. We're going to do the same thing as we did before. We're going to put our chocolate in a dish. We're going to pop it in the microwave for 2 minutes, and we're going to stir every 30 seconds. Okay, so the chocolate is out. So you're going to really quick just do a little splash of vanilla in it. And then you're going to put your nuts in and your cranberries in. And you're going to give this a really good stir. So now that you have that all mixed up, it's all mixed in there, you're just going to take your spoon, you're going to grab it and form it into a little ball, a little cluster. Okay, now that you got them formed into balls, I ended up with 16 balls. I dropped one on the floor, so now I got 15. And you're going to take your sea salt, and you're just going to lightly sprinkle it on top. And there you go. So you're going to let these cool. There you have it, guys. A very quick 5-minute candy to make for your holidays. You have your white chocolate cranberry nut, which could be any nut you want. It could be pecan, it could be, I did walnuts in mine today. Cashews, almonds, whatever you want. And then you have your chocolate pizza. And then as soon as this cools down a little bit more, I'm gonna put this one in the fridge so that I can cut it up into squares. And then there probably is going to be about 24 pieces of the chocolate pizza here, and then you had 16 of your white chocolate cranberry. So, okay, I went ahead and put this in the fridge for about an hour. So now it's solid. We're going to go ahead and just cut us off some bite-sized pieces. Doesn't that look delicious? Chocolate pizza. There you have it, guys. A very quick dessert for any party, any gathering you're going to. 5 minutes, you've got this going. So you have your chocolate pizza and you have your white chocolate cranberry nut. And just look at that. Look at that mix. All the nuts, the marshmallows, the Rice Krispies, coconut, and the cherry on top. Really, really good. You just keep it under glass till it's time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. See you on the next one. Good night. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe.